Hey there, guys, and welcome to a short live stream. Basically, just to inform you what's going on. This is, kind of a little bit of improvising because my camera is not going to focus. I'm at my hotel room now in Berlin, and I figured out a few things if I could do a update video or something. But I just have my MacBook with me, so there is just no chance to give you guys a video within this week, and I just thought I'm doing it live now, so it's as I said, just a little bit of an impro because I thought it might be a cool idea to give you this. So maybe we can even have a little bit of a discussion while we talk about the update. But before we go into the update, let me just get a few things out of my chest. So first of all, I've seen a lot of discussions going on Reddit, on different Facebook groups and different Discords, and there has been a lot of echo going on toward the update. I'm not going to talk too much about reasons and stuff. I try with this video, for just especially for those watching it later, to explain kind of a little bit why I think that this update, or maybe let's say the information we already have now, that those are already really game changing, and those are really amazing. So I definitely want to take the chance and kind of want to get into this kind of echo, which has been kind of rude, really. And I do understand a few things of it, and I do understand a few people criticizing a little bit, but in general, I would say a lot of people don't really get what this update is about. And saying that, we still don't even know what it's all about. I mean, that was just a little bit of a part of it, right? So I would say before going to rant about everything, just, chill down, relax a little bit, lean back, and enjoy what's coming up the next couple of weeks, I mean, the update isn't even announced when it's exactly going live. So it would be cool to at least be a little bit, patient a little bit more, and to just also see what Frontier does and what they kind of delivered already, instead of just moaning and being rude about everything without no reason, because it has been the same with the spooky pack, right? So everybody was like, after the first announcement, what is this, so much money for so less content or whatsoever? And then again, after a few minutes, when the update was live or the DLC was there, everybody was like, oh shit, that's huge. That's, we got a lot of pieces. That's a good value, right? So it would be really nice if you chill down a little bit, and we can discuss about that as soon as the update is there. Because me, I'm always criticizing a lot as well. So the game is still not perfect. We all know that. But, we are all humans, as they are as well, and they try their best to deliver the best possible. So, relax. But first of all, let's now take the chance and go into the update. As I said, I'm going to improvise a little bit, so I'm changing the camera now to the front camera. There we go. Wait a second. Yes, here we are. So that's the first image, and as I said, wow, that's really improvising. But we do have the first flat, right? I didn't even note down the names of it, and maybe I change a little bit the angle. Yeah, that's better. So basically, this new flat ride, I really love it, because people were complaining a lot that they do want to have a little bit more classics. And, this is something which is really cool, because that's another addition. I still figure, there are so many people moaning and complaining about that there are so less flat rides in the game, but still, I've no idea. I don't even have a park where I put all flat rides in. So, holy shit, guys, you seem to build a lot of flat rides. But I love this thing, even especially with the canopy on top of the cars. It's really cool. It's a classic. I saw a few people mentioning that it would have been cool without the roof. I kind of do agree, because that would have given us a little bit more, freedom to build. But I mean, at the end of the day, just look at the roof, how amazing it looks. So, I mean, neither of those, but it's just incredible. So yeah, it would have been like kind of a little bit the cream on top of the ice or whatsoever to have this one as a free without a roof. But on the other hand, I do think it does need a roof, because a roof is that what make this thing also stand out. It's like this really funfair kind of roof, and I really love the looks of it. Anyways, let's continue to the next one. And here we go, guys. Now you can expect a little bit of a positive rant of mine, because this, I don't know why, but people don't seem to get how much this will change. So stuff now is free roam, or they can move free in the park. So basically, what this means is that the park itself becomes also the park of the stuff. So you don't have to look just after the gas flow and the flow of the park in general. You do also have to look at what and how the stuff is behaving like. And that means that you do have to spend an eye on, where is my staff room? So we do have the staff room now, and as far as I got it, we do have some expansions to the staff room, so they get trained there. Then they will get some rest over there. They will also have the chance to get some other things there to get and so on. And if there is a staff member who is better than another, it would be nice to put this staff member inside a really really busy area once you need it. So I think that's a really really cool addition, because it also changes the way how we do have to play in blueprints now. We are gonna build a restaurant, fine, but then we have to think of, okay, we have to leave some space to get the stuff changed, otherwise the queues will be broken or whatsoever. And then again, the next addition, which is not in this image over here, but picnic tables. Picnic tables, guys, picnic tables. By the way, one of the most hilarious and funny moments of my entire life, being at the expo and seeing those weird faces of the fans of Jurassic World and Elite Dangerous, who didn't even have an idea why we all were like screaming and cheering and celebrating so hard when there was the announcement that there is a picnic table in the game. That was so funny. Everybody was like going mad on picnic tables, and the other ones were just looking at us like, what the hell is even going on? That was really funny. I mean, it's potentially one of the best things and most incredible game changes out there, and I definitely think. And by the way, hi guys, all in the chat. I'm really sorry, I'm not gonna talk too much to the chat, but as I said, this is kind of an impro, and so this is also meant to be a video for the other ones looking afterwards. So we can have a little bit of a chit chat at the end of this video, so that if there are people rewatching it, don't have to get stuck as they are now, because I'm answering to the chat. So first of all, back to the staff management. So that also changes, as I said, how you plan out the park, because you then have to see if there is, for example, just one staff room available, and you put those shops all around the park. They have a freaking long way to go, right? And so if there was one tired and has to change, and there's no kind of jumper in the area, the shop will be closed for quite a long time. So that definitely changes a lot. And why is my camera even not focusing? Maybe it's close. Anyways, moving on to the next picture then. We have, as I said, the staff room. I think that changes a lot, because that will offer so much more creativity to the people. We will see great creations and great blueprints out of this one. So can't wait for it, and I also can't wait to see what exactly it will be about. And also you can see it's not just for staff members in terms of shops and vendors. It's also for like the entertainers, which also gives another layer to it, because entertaining points now have to be also planned out quite well, because if they are tired, they won't be all over the park. So you may just need some more entertainers than you have had before, right? So as you can see from my talks already, that's a way bigger change than you would have expected at the first glance, because it changes so much. It changes how you put the shops down. For example, in the challenge mode, that will change a lot. It will also change how we plan blueprints, as I said, because including the picnic tables that offer the possibility, to make shops better than others, because shops that do feature an area for picnic tables are way more, liked by the persons and by the guests than another one. So it definitely is like, if there is a shop in the same area as another shop which has picnic tables, guests will tend to go to this one. So it is always better to plan out a area where you can get food and drinks that has also a sitting area around with some picnic tables instead of just normal benches, which again gives such a nice addition to it. But you also have to plan where you put the sitting area, because otherwise you will run into big problems. That's a huge problem. So yeah, you would better plan that out a little bit better. And also, as again, with the blueprints. That's a big thing, because you have to plan blueprints now a little bit better, to not make, people stuck. If you have the pathway which you plan out bad, yeah, people would get stuck on top of this all, and that's also a big problem. Anyways, you hear my voice a little bit. It's still, my voice is still a little bit yeah, broken, in a way, from the weekend. Anyways, I try to continue to do the best. Here you can see the Cascade, which is a highly requested coaster. I think we can skip over that one real quick because it's a beautiful coaster. It is another addition to water rides because it is kind of a water ride. It is kind of the hybrid between a water ride and also, stuff like that. The Beyond, that's cool to hear, by the way. And yeah, it's featuring, I guess, the same criticism as all coasters, so I'm not the right person to talk about coasters. But I'm really happy they introduced that coaster, so finally we can see some proper remakes of the Flying Dutchman, for example. And yeah, I can't just wait for it. I love the build, I love how the coaster track looks, and it's really amazing. Can I even, let me just, so you can see a little bit more of the car. I don't know why it's not focusing that nice. Normally my camera is kind of nice, but it seems not to work too good. Anyways, you can also see the screenshots from various sources, so that's pretty good. Um, yeah, Fluffstar, I know, but as long as the general idea about it is so you can finally have a track like that. So that's, but as again said like that, I'm not the right one to be coaster nerdy, and there are other people that will be moaning about it again, like always. But at the end of the day, it's a game, and I think the majority of people will just enjoy having a hybrid ride that is a coaster and water ride at the same time, and they will create great stuff out of it. The next edition, and I think a lot of people already knew about that one, but you can change finally the cars of a coaster type, which is amazing because it will, on the one hand, make the menu a little bit more, good to see, and a little bit more sorted and a little bit more clean. And on the other hand, it also adds another layer of, changing your park in a different way, because if you're tired of one of those, coaster trains, you can simply change that. This is really cool, and I think that's a long requested addition. I know why it took so long, because talking to the devs shows you what it is about and why it was so hard. And I think basically that's another really great addition. And again, I just used this little moment to tell the chat, I'm really sorry that I'm not gonna answer too much about it. This is a little bit of an impro, and I want to make this video also enjoyable for those watching it later on, so we can have a little bit of a chit chat at the end of this video. Until then, I'm trying to go through all the changes so you guys have at least my thoughts about it. And to those of you who don't want to watch that, you can then stop the video just after, being in the video and having seen everything. But now we are going into the Rudy is happy mode and the Rudy is going crazy mode, because this one is now, and that's why I absolutely don't understand why the hell people are complaining. We do have a freaking scenario editor. Yeah, I know, people have been saying it should have been there from the beginning, but honestly, Rollercoaster Tycoon 3 didn't have that from the beginning. City Skylines didn't have that from the beginning. A lot of games didn't have that from the beginning. So why on earth should Planet Coaster have that from the beginning? It's always a hard thing to open that game like that, right? It's always, it at the first place, it also, why should they do a career if they give us the scenario editor at the very beginning? Why should they do it, right? And they, as always, Frontier wants to do stuff right. Now we do have a beautiful scenario editor, and as you can see from the next image, you can do a lot of things, right? You can add different objectives. You can see here that there will be a lot of things you can change, and you can feature in a very special way. As you can see here, it's you can basically do everything. We talked to them, and they kind of they didn't say anything. Spoiler Sam was really not spoiling anything this time. So sorry, that AM Sam, sorry. So he wasn't. And the only thing we can definitely tell is that it will be quite possible to do nearly everything. And knowing this is really just incredible because, I mean, there has been, and potentially I have to agree to most of those criticisms. There has been a lack in management, right? People were complaining that management of the career mode is either way too short or either way too easy, which I kind of agree with. It's a split opinion on my side a little bit, but in the majority of the reasons that have been stated, I can agree to that. So now this is gone because we have beautiful creators in this community. We have creative minds, like there are so creative minds in this community that they showed us multiple times that they come up with ideas that you wouldn't even think of. And this will also happen with the scenarios. So guys, you have to prepare now for the hardest scenarios on earth. You just there will be no possibility to ever get done with the game. You will be able to download scenarios each and every day. You can play scenarios the whole day and you won't be finished after 2 months because people will be creating scenarios like hell. There will be a symbiosis because between creators and management fans. They've been moaning so much about that, but now they got a scenario editor. So I can take my London park, for example. I can make the London park to a really, really hard scenario, and you will definitely have a hard time, being successful in that park. I can even change my very old parks. I can take the trailer park I made, and we can create crazy stories around that. So, I mean, shit, that's a free update, and this changes so much. It's available to everyone. So everybody who has got the game can just play endless scenarios, which is, I mean, what the hell? I just can't even understand how people can be so. I mean, I'm German. I should have I should have expected that because we Germans tend to be negative about everything. That's just our nationality in a way. I have the feeling, but in a way, this changes so much, and alongside with the management stuff, changed with the staff actually and the picnic tables and all this kind of stuff. It's already huge, and honestly, I would have been happy with the stuff we've been shown already. But no, there will be so much more new stuff, as they said. It's not even all they showed us, so it's just incredible. Let's see, do I have another picture? Oh, I have here some other little settings and properties you can pack. It's also, you can even change the number of pickpockets and the spawn rate and stuff like that. So they really took the time to just think of everything, right? And for me, it is really a huge change, even though I haven't even played the career mode, but that will bring me into the position to finally play scenarios. And I can finally enjoy that. Plus, it will enable huge YouTubers that didn't play Planko because they just want to do Let's Plays, which I can kind of understand. They will bring them to play the game finally, because they can play beautiful scenarios. You can make a PewDiePie scenario and hopefully he's going to play that, for example. I mean, I'll be exaggerating here again, but you know what I'm hinting at, right? So it's really that kind of thing. And since we are done, I'm quickly changing the camera. So there we are. Here I am again. So yeah, as I said, I'm done now with the update. So guys, now we can talk about this a little bit. I saw already Mr. Gulful again here. We had some talks, and I have the feeling I shouldn't be going into the discussion with you again, because that will make the video 2 hours long, and I think my battery won't even make that. But yeah, again, I really hope you got my point. It's not everything right, okay? There is still so much more that could be done. I'm also a big fan of, animals, for example. Also, it would be really nice to have water rides and stuff like that. Hey, Geekism, by the way, how you doing, mate? I saw you had already also 2 videos of it. You guys are so quick. By the way, Lady with her vlog and you with those 2 videos. I just came back and needed to go to uni. And you guys just pam, all the videos are uploaded. I mean, they're so fast. Anyways, that's why I'm doing the live stream right now, because I don't have any chance to do anything. I just even haven't had the chance to put my videos from my phone to my hard drive and to my MacBook, by the way. But yeah, maybe to quickly round it up, do you guys have any questions still towards what I just talked about? Yeah, Gulful. I'm Gulful Gaming. That's just, yeah. You just did that the moment you got back. Then I slept. Oh yeah, that's basically the best way to do it because otherwise you the next time you will be also really tired and afterwards. But yeah, just maybe mentioning it was really cool meeting you the first time, Yonti. But oh, should I say that? Geekism, I should say, right? um, but yeah, anyways, do you want a multiplayer mode? Oh, that's really funny. Okay, that might be the last thing I'm going to talk about. So yesterday I talked to a friend of mine who's studying with me, and he was kind of interested what was going on. He isn't playing the game. He knew Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 and the original one, but that's kind of it. And we talked about what they just announced, and he was like, "Oh, wouldn't it be cool to have a multiplayer?" And then then we just like we discussed what would be the pros and cons of a multiplayer mode. And I just think there is not that much we don't have, right? I mean, the only thing we need for a proper multiplayer mode would be a server where our park is online the whole time. So you can join the park, build in it, and another one can join and build in it as well. That would essentially mean that Planko needed server to provide us the chance to have the game, right? Otherwise, we need kind of a peer-to-peer or whatever connection, like, but basically they need servers, right? And servers do cost a lot of freaking money. And I think at the moment, there is not that much, just, I mean, just, okay, look at it that way. For example, you're building a park with somebody else. I mean, I have now a little bit of, experience in multiplayer in a way because we did those collabs. So it's really rare that you play together at the same time. So if you're not playing the same time, you can just simply share your park on Steam and just do it on a private friend mode so nobody else can grab the park. And you can always keep it updated by just uploading it. And, if you're done, just save it, upload it again. So, everybody has the same save file at the same time. You can even do it a little bit more, in the same way at the same time. Just plan out your general layout a little bit better. And then actually you are able to save your blueprint, upload it to the Steam Workshop, and the other one just will see the updated blueprint in the game at the same time, so you don't even have to leave the game. So in a way, we do have already a good multiplayer option in a way. So I think that the addition to a proper multiplayer is not that big, right? It would be I would love to have it, but it's not that big that you would say it needs to be there. It's not as a scenario editor, which has there was no chance to do a scenario before, so they had to do it. But there is not that kind of, you can do multiplayer, you can build park together. And as you see the results on the workshop, you can do it in a really good way. So essentially, I don't really think you need it. But it would be cool, though. I would be really happy about it. But there is plenty of stuff more that I would love to have else, I guess. Anyways, guys, that should be it. 23 minutes in should be enough for a quick update video. I have a lot of videos prepared for that week, so there's still a lot of stuff coming online. So hopefully I can do the vlog on the weekend. That would be, I think, a cool thing. Maybe I'm even quicker. I don't know if my Photoshop does allow me to cut this time. But yeah, anyways. Hope you enjoyed that. And see you the next time, guys. And yeah, have a nice evening. Have a nice day. Have a nice morning, whatsoever. And hopefully you all enjoyed the lovely Frontier Expo 2017. Thanks again to Frontier for having me. And again, guys, don't be too rude. Just wait for the final, update, and then we can talk again. So see you then, and bye-bye.